What is going on, homies? My name is John Gasm, and I'm coming at you all today with 27 little-known facts about South Park. South Park was the first ever weekly series to have a TVMA rating, which makes sense because it also holds the Guinness World Record for most swearing in an animated series. The characters of Terrence and Phillip were created after Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the creators of South Park, got complaints that all their show was bad animation and fart jokes. The joke here is that that is exactly what Terrence and Phillip is, so in a sense, it's sort of satirical. The character of Mr. Hanky was inspired by something from Trey Parker's childhood. When he was younger and would forget to flush his shit down the toilet, his father would yell at him saying if he didn't remember next time, Mr. Hanky the monster would come out of the toilet and eat him. Now I don't know the specifics and whether or not Mr. Hanky the monster was also a piece of Christmas poo. You'd have to ask Parker about that. Mr. Hanky isn't the only character with funny origins though. Towelie was created by Parker and Stone to mock the real-life trend where every new South Park character introduced created a new marketing blitz. Towelie represented the most absolute stupid thing that Parker and Stone could come up with: a talking towel. Matt Stone records all of Kenny's dialogue by talking into his sleeve or talking into his hand. I was actually going to read that fact talking into my sleeve because I thought it'd be funny, but then I remembered that I don't wear sleeves on camera, and unfortunately, I don't have hands. Now, although it's difficult to understand what he's saying sometimes, every script for every episode contains what Kenny is actually saying. Now, allegedly, Kenny's lyrics change every time the intro song to the show is altered. For the first 2 seasons, Kenny sings, "I like girls with big fat titties, I like girls with deep vaginas." So yeah, Kenny and I have something in common. Kenny is actually based on one of Matt Stone and Trey Parker's friends from elementary school who regularly missed class. They were pretty good friends with him, but after high school they lost touch and rumors started getting spread that he had been killed. In the episode Cartman Land, when Eric learns of Kenny's death, he says, "Kenny? But Kenny dies all the time." So that shows that there are characters on the show who remember Kenny's deaths. But speaking of character deaths, Kenny wasn't going to be the only character killed off. Parker and Stone wanted to kill off Kyle in the middle of season 5, but then they eventually decided not to because they realized he was a pretty big part of the show. Kyle's haircut is meant to represent Matt Stone's in the early years of South Park. Most of Cartman's lines are ad-libbed by Trey Parker, who has said that Cartman is his favorite character on the show. Now, although the aesthetic of the show never changed, the pilot episode is the only one made using paper cutouts. The rest of the series was animated using computer technology, because why wouldn't you do that? Now, although Matt Stone and Trey Parker have both confirmed that aliens only appear in a couple episodes in the series, myths still persist that there is one frame in every episode of an alien's face. The character of Chef was based off of a dining hall worker at the University of Colorado, where Matt Stone and Trey Parker attended. Chef's death, however, was not, as far as we know. Butters' supervillain alter ego, Professor Chaos, is based off of Marvel's Doctor Doom. Also, his birthday is on September 11th, and his original name was not going to be Butters, but Poof Poof. Mary Kay Bergman did the voices of all the female characters on the show until she committed suicide by blowing her head off with a shotgun. Then Eliza Schneider took her place. One thing that has made South Park seriously famous over the past couple of years is the amount of time it takes for Trey Parker and Matt Stone to write and put together an episode. Now, most animated series take about 8 to 12 months to be put together, but because of the animation style of South Park, the use of computer technology has let them put episodes together rather quickly. South Park regularly puts out what are called 11th hour episodes that are finished a few days or sometimes just a few hours before airtime. It's because of this that South Park is able to mock so many currently trending topics. Back to some character trivia. Mr. Garrison's first name is Herbert, while Miss Garrison's first name is Janet. Cartman's hair appears more often than the rest of the 4 characters. Next is Stan, then Kyle, then Kenny. That's something I figured that you guys might want to know for some reason. Now, this next fact I included just to show that despite South Park appearing to have no limits whatsoever, there are some places that even they won't go. The episode titled Fat Beard was supposed to air a few weeks before it actually did. However, because of the Maersk, Alabama hijacking, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, where a bunch of Somalian pirates took over an American cargo ship and took the captain, Captain Phillips, hostage on a lifeboat for 5 days, Parker and Stone decided to hold off on the episode. They did this because they didn't know if the pirates were going to kill Captain Phillips, and they didn't want it to appear as if their show was making fun of the incident a few days after it happened. So yes, surprisingly, even South Park does have its limits. And lastly, you guys, we get to my favorite South Park fact. The reason Cartman's mom's name is Leanne is because Trey Parker has an ex-fiancée named Leanne. He caught Leanne having an affair with another man, so he named the most promiscuous character on the show after her. And that, you guys, was the last of the 27 little-known facts about South Park. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought by hitting that rate button with a big fat thumbs up. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Which of these facts weren't a surprise? Do you have any more facts that you wish I shared? What recommendations do you have for me to talk about next? That was a really weird stutter I just did there. If you want to be notified every time I upload another episode of TVT Revia or Secrets of Cinema, my 2 facts series, hit that subscribe button down below. I got links to my social media accounts in the description, so make sure you check those out. If you feel like being a super fan, maybe give those a like or follow. But more important than all of that, you guys, I just want to say one more time, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you keep on coming back for more. For the 3rd time, thank you all so much for stopping by, and Blaze for life.